Hi, Scott Loring from Zexcoil, and this is the first in a series of artist profiles that we're going to be doing. And we have with us Jeff Attakorah, local player who plays with a band called the Blues Reincarnation Project. And, you know, they're getting some traction. They're pretty good. Young kids, hot, hungry. The way it should be, rock and roll, you know, the whole thing.
You have to be, yeah.
First question is, why did you start playing guitar?
It was a funny story, actually. I started basically going into high school because I remember I went to high school right here in Delaware, Glasgow High. Mm-hmm. And before then, basically, you had to choose electives. So it's between that, I basically chose guitar, chorus, art, and stuff like that. And basically, I started playing guitar because I had to choose an elective. Yeah, we had guitar teachers that would basically come out with diagrams and different things like that. Basically, your basics things like scales, maybe like your open bar chords and stuff like that. And each and every, like I think 3 times a marking period or 2 times a marking period, you basically get to perform a song in front of the whole class kind of thing. And I think that definitely shaped what I wanted to listen to because there was a kid, Tony Santa, that played a lot more classic rock kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I leaned towards him because actually he gave me like my first guitar, which was a Les Paul. So that kind of friendship grew into playing a lot more rock, a lot more blues.
First guitar was a Les Paul, like a real, like a...
Oh, no, like an Epiphone Les Paul. Yeah, I mean, who's
going
to bring...
Nobody gets the Les Paul for their first
guitar. Of course, yeah. But he
you know. But, I mean, you're in college now, right? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 8 years now. I'm basically like a senior in college now. And since I got to college, it's just taken off. I wouldn't say I've learned a lot in college in terms of playing music and guitar, but all the things that I was taught in high school, I kind of know how to express it better now, if that makes sense, you know. Because back then it was just like practice this, practice that. Didn't really make sense till like you start piecing each and other together. Like you realize, oh, the major scale, I can play the 6, which is the minor.
So, yeah, you said you started playing because you had to choose something in school. I mean, what was driving you to choose guitar? Was there, like, a song or a player that you were into? And, like, I want to do that.
Yeah, the funny thing is, actually, like, kind of way back before that, I was originally living in Kumasi, Ghana, in West Africa. Mm-hmm. Then I came to the U.S. before I was about to turn 13. So middle school transitioned into high school, and again during that age, I was either doing homework or watching Disney Channel, and those times that's when like the Jonas Brothers had a show, and Camp Rock and all that kind of stuff had a show. So it's much more like instruments being played on TV, and the Jonas Brothers rocking out on guitars. I'm like, I want to do that.
Is it possible for the Jonas Brothers to actually rock out on guitar?
I think
really?
they can, but
Back then, I guess.
I think they can, but I think it was very influential to me. But then when coming back to Tony, I used to play like the acoustic guitar.
Nothing against the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, no,
they got you playing, it's good.
Exactly.
All good.
I used to do a lot of songs where I would just sing an acoustic guitar. I remember the first song I learned was "Give Love a Try," I think. So I learned that, and Tony's like, "No, you gotta play some Hendrix, man."
Well, who's the biggest guitar hero right now? I would say arguably Taylor Swift. Right?
Of course. Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah. And
who beats Taylor Swift? Maybe John Mayer, but John Mayer's what, 40 now, right?
Of course.
He's an old guy now.
And if you're not a kid, that's...
To me, he's still a kid,
Right. Right, and it's funny because like
when you use our pickups though, John, because you put them in that PRS.
Oh yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. But yeah, if you go
like them. So who was it that? How did you get to where you are? I mean, I know you got some stuff from Texas Blues Alley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least it's. Oh
yeah, Anthony.
That's how we connected.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because I remember Anthony, and I used to think, because his sound is very present, if you know what I mean. Like you cannot miss a note. You cannot miss a note, and everything is so clear, and the way he teaches, I really enjoy the format as well too, because he like I said, he always starts his video with, "This is what you're gonna be playing." Kind of gets you amped about it, and then shows you the rules throughout. I mean, again, I really enjoy his as someone that was cannot really afford the premium lessons, that Free Friday stuff definitely got me there. And also a great guy that I've been learning from since day one, Marty Schwartz. Like he teaches guitar a lot online, from the basic, here's a pop song, to here's a blues song, to here's an Allman Brothers song, to here's a Jimi Hendrix tune. He does everything, and just picking from those two as well as the music that I'm listening to kind of gets your ear peeking, what are they playing? And then kind of go research a little bit, find a video that Marty has on, or find a video that Anthony has on it, kind of add it to my repertoire kind of thing. So those two guys.
Well, how much do you do? Do you do a lot of ear training? I mean, I find that, there's so many more resources now. You can just go on YouTube,
of course,
or, pull up tabs, or
Most of the time, I do learn the structure, at least from the YouTube guys. You know what I mean? But if there's that one lick that I really want, I will try to listen my best to it and then figure it out. And if I can't, again, that's where I go into specific pages that I try to find if that's the note. But still, I'm still very picky about what I play in the note choices, because if that note still sounds funky than what I'm listening to on the record, I'm I shape it a little bit, you know what I mean? That's another thing, because a lot of people come, the whole idea with voice that you were talking about earlier, whenever I learn it and people are like, why don't you play Hendrix? And I'm like, well, Hendrix played it. I have to play it now, you know what I mean? And when the name is on the bill, it's not Hendrix being played.
Well, and if you're too, there's a line you got to walk.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about your gear a little bit.
Okay.
So what's your number one guitar? This, I know it's this one.
Of course, yeah, it's this one.
That's the one I always see you with.
Yeah.
But what's going on there? I should know, because I put the pickups
in. Of course.
But I think you're doing, what is it? Vintage?
That's the
vintage. Vintage.
Underwound. The vintage underwound.
Is it underwound in the neck, and then a vintage,
and just a vintage
in
5.
the middle? Okay.
Yeah, and this one,
and then a convertible.
Yep. But basically, that's what I have now, and I really said it because I use most of the neck pickup a lot, and then since I don't really have a normal bridge pickup single coil, so I kind of use the bridge pickup to the middle pickup to kind of emulate that a little bit. Is it cool if I play for it?
Yeah.
So everything on 10 kind of sounds. And I'm very touch sensitive with my pickup, so I can either go right or
That's
So-
all on the neck.
Exactly, all on the neck. I haven't moved anything. Just
Straight up clean. I don't see anything
Yep.
on the board.
everything clean. We're just using a Fender How Do I Develop in the back here, which I use on stage, and
So you just set that up as a clean
clean platform. That's
platform,
it.
and then just get
Everything
all your
just
dirt
from my
pedals.
board. Yeah, and most of the time I'm just using my neck pickup, and again from church stuff. Like that, or from the neck. And then when I want some of the weird hazy kind of in between pickup stuff, I can still do that with the Zexcoil. Again, it's no pedals being stepped on, everything just from the guitar for now. I'm a firm believer of
Very
how
quacky.
you pick. Exactly. How you pick, where you pick, all that kind of stuff have like a major
Oh, even
influence.
pick. Do you ever use different picks?
Just the regular download. Which one is it? The 11.
heavy?
Yeah, like the regular purple one. You can look it up. Yeah, and I find that whenever like I play a friend's humbucker guitar, I used to use much more of the pointy pickups, the pointy picks, because that gives much more of the definition that I don't get from the Strat. But once I pull in the Strat, I use the rounded ones, and then I can also use this edge as well too. So, like, much rounder sound kind of thing. But if I use the edge.
Ever use your fingers?
Of course, yeah. So like,
How many fingers do you use when you're playing
just
fingerstyle?
3 kind of thing. That's what I'm used to. Cause
Do you ever
most of the
do
time,
like combination, like pick?
oh, I wish.
fingers?
Yeah, that Josh Smith thing where he does.
Where do you get your kind of musical library? Because I mean, I know you've been over here a few times, and I played you a lot of stuff that you've never heard.
No, it's
And I'm thinking like you should know.
you should know that. Yeah,
I mean, so how do you? I mean, there's so much stuff you could listen to.
of course, it's a never-ending experience. But like once in a while, I'll pick one artist, listen to his stuff, and I'm trying to find out what exactly he was influenced by. Then I go back to those and just keep going there. So, like you said, some of the stuff you play from, like, yo, this is really cool, but I've never heard of this because it's yet to lead me there. And a perfect example is like Eric Gales. Like he at least he loves Eric Johnson. So like I can go back into how he does his delays and stuff like that. Matt Schofield, how he does his delayed. All those guys, and just like at the end of the day, it goes back to the whole either blues, soul, or R&B kind of thing, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Trying to figure out how to blend those two, and then with the classic rock era, listen to a lot more like Hendrix, or listen to a lot more Zeppelin, listen to a lot more Buddy Guy, B.B. King. Those guys just put it all together. It's weird because one day you hear me listening to like a soul album like Sam Cooke, but then the next day I'm listening to like Matt Schofield, or I'm listening to like Foo Fighters. I'm just like a big sponge.
Thank you.